Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Welcome to yet another video game vlog, and this is episode 5, 6? I forgot of Seduce Me. My mom came home, and that's why my dog was barking on the last one. She usually doesn't bark, but of course, you know I'm recording. Anyway. Not normal. What are you guys, demons or something? I asked almost jokingly, but the boys seem to take my question differently.
Well, yeah, actually, something like that.
Eh?
We're incubi, miss. Demons who consume and use sexual energy of humans to survive.
Incubi? The people deemed that existed to haunt humans? To make them sex-crazed monsters? The mythical beings that looked just like anyone else to get in your pants? The imaginary monsters that you only saw in movies or TV?
Hello? Did you hear him?
We're telling the truth.
Do you think she's still processing it?
Yes, and she'll understand right about...
Alright, that was funny while it lasted, but it's time to cut the joke short. Incubuses don't exist. There was no way they existed. Practically impossible.
Ahem. Incubi is the correct plural form. And yes, we do exist.
Prove it. As soon as the words left my mouth, I instantly regretted them.
Very well. Eric, go ahead.
Very well.
Shut up, Eric! Shut up! You!
My sweet, you're so tempting with such non-beauty. Let me ease your mind with a tender kiss. I promise you'll enjoy every minute of it, and maybe you'll even want more.
Stop. What? Once again, I was lost in a pool of calm and serenity. Staring into Eric's eyes, I felt a wave of heat coursed through my chest, and onto my face, painting my cheeks red in their wake. I couldn't help but nod to agree from in his offer. Yeah, okay. With another kiss, my heart began to flutter once again in my chest. My mind spinning, and the heated passion felt pleasure, and yet I could feel my body draining of energy as he kissed me.
Alright, that's enough.
Aw, very well. I feel so much better.
As he pulled away, I was left in a mental mush pool. I felt weak to the knees, despite my will demanding me to stand up straight in front of the boys before me. World around me began to spin as I tried to speak. I think I'm going to.
Where are our manners? I'm James, and these are my brothers. Sam, Eric, Matthew, and Damien.
Miss, are you okay?
Shit. She fainted.
Shit. I love Sam's reaction. Like, damn it. God damn it, son of a bitch. I couldn't believe it. Incubi. Real? It all spun around in my head until I saw only black. Floating in the darkness, my mind kept replaying the scene over and over, reminding my body of the touch of the incubi's lips against mine. However, I began to feel the smooth silk around me, and my eyelids unwillingly opened. Where? I awoke to find myself in an unfamiliar place. Where was Mom and Dad? I was pretty sure this wasn't my room. Oh, wait. I live at my grandfather's house now. Of course it would be unfamiliar. I rubbed my eyes and surveyed my surroundings. I was still in the clothes that I arrived in the house in, but I was laying in a silk-covered bed. I remember coming in this afternoon, so why was it nighttime already? Suppressing a yawn, I stretched my arms. Maybe I should order some food for delivery. I was feeling pretty hungry. I was about to sit up, but suddenly I realized it wasn't alone.
You're awake.
Sounded wrong. Since when was he standing there? Who the heck was he? A guy in my bedroom, did we? There's no way. Sorry, I was saying my thoughts out loud. Why was I apologizing to a stranger who only said 2 words since I woke up? Wait, he looks eerily familiar. And then it all came back to me. Incubus. He was an incubus. He and his brothers came here for refuge, and 2 of them kissed me and I fainted. That's how things... Blech. I burped. Sorry. And that's how things came to this? Oh! He was leaning against the far wall looking at me. My heart began to race as I thought of the endless possibilities, the endless list of possibilities the situation brought to me. I hated the thought of being under the incubus power, especially in the bedroom. Jump from the bed and pretend. No, I'm just kidding. Be calm. I took a deep breath. I was sure that if any of them wanted to take advantage of me, they would have already. Yeah, I'm awake now.
That's good.
I saw a small form of a smile on his face, and it made me blush a bit. Why, though? One thing still concerned me, though.
I'm not going to use my powers on you.
How?
I can read minds. It's an ability I was born with. Each of us has a different ability, outside of our usual mind-altering powers.
And you were a liar! You said you weren't going to use your abilities on me, and you just did. Stay out of my mind. Great. Even more surprises. I grew even more worried about the situation that I was in. I see. How long have I been asleep?
For a few hours. It's already gotten quite dark outside.
Well, where are the others?
My brothers are downstairs, cleaning up the blood from the lobby floor. And making you dinner as an apology.
Oh, okay. That was unexpectedly sweet.
Oh, it's the least we can do after invading your home, and 2 of us using our powers on you.
You've got a point. Right, I had forgotten about that. It still irked me that they had practically taken advantage of me at that point. Even if they were demons. It was pretty rude to demonstrate their powers by kissing me. It wasn't some kind of human plaything. All of it seemed pretty unreal, and it was like something came out of those romance novels that Naomi read sometimes. I wish I could have just went back to sleep and forgotten about all this. Maybe I should just call the police on them. Then I wouldn't... Maybe I should have just called the police on them. Then I would never have landed myself in the situation.
Do you feel well enough to get out of bed?
Yeah, I think so. Whoa!
Trust me, I won't let you go.
I'm not so sure about this.
I promise.
Okay, I trust you.
Good.
He was like, okay. Yeah, okay. Sure, pretty guy. Pretty guy. I was speechless. He was carrying me as if I weighed nothing. He was so strong.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
It's all right. I'm used to it.
I'm not. I decided to close my mouth for the time being so I wouldn't be weird. So I wouldn't weird him out or make things more awkward than they already were. Well, he didn't seem to mind carrying me or listening to me talk, so at least things weren't too strange. Damien seemed quite calm about everything, especially the situation we were in. However, there was sort of a longing in his eyes when he looked at me that wasn't lustful. It was more an admiration. Once we reached the lobby, I decided I felt well enough to walk on my own. As strong as he was, it was like he was carrying nothing. I didn't want to make him carry me everywhere. Yeah, that would be mortifying. Thanks for carrying me, but I think I can walk by myself now. Not saying I didn't like it. I liked it. Not in a weird way, of course. It's not like I get carried around like that all the time. What I'm trying to say is that it was really nice of you to do that. I started to fumble over my words again. Real smooth.
It's no problem. I'll be heading to the dining room then.
Alright, see you. He gently lowered me to the ground before walking off quietly and disappearing in the shadows of the dark lobby.
Oh, hi!
Hi. Suddenly, a boy who looked around my age, possibly younger, bounced up to me. He looked vaguely familiar. Oh, wait. You're Matthew, right?
Mm-hmm, that's me. Are you feeling any better now? We were all worried when you suddenly passed out.
I'm fine.
Really? Your face is kind of red. Do you feel sick?
No, I'm fine. I'm sure of it. I must have been blushing when Damien carried me downstairs. How embarrassing.
Well, if you say so. I hope Sam and Eric didn't make you upset.
It's okay. After all, I did hit Sam after what he did. And about Eric, I just really wanted you guys to prove to me what you were saying. I suppose incubi are real then? Wonder exactly how I got myself into this mess. First my grandfather, the fight with my father, blowing up at Lizette, and now this? I certainly had a knack for getting myself into sticky situations.
Oh, I have an idea.
He shoved his hands into his pockets, making a cheery grin on his face.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Is he trying to do a magic trick?
Ta-da!
What is it exactly? Oh, sorry, I sneezed. And I had to pause it. Unit, whatever. He smiled to wave it off, but when he opened his eyes, he saw what he was holding, and his face froze in shock.
Wait a second. What did I just make? This is...
He produced from his pocket a really creepy-looking doll.
Ah, what is that?
I'm not sure. That thing's adorable, I'm sorry. His face paled considerably and he dropped the thing to the floor, scooting away from it frantically.
Get it away from me! It might be possessed by a demon or something!
Learning his origin. Wasn't he a demon himself?
That's not what I wanted to make! I just wanted to surprise you with a stuffed animal or just something to cheer you up. That looks like it came straight out of a horror movie.
He shrugged his shoulders and looked down at his face. Aw, it's okay. You don't have to look so dejected. I mean, it's
but it looks so creepy.
It's a thought that counts, right? You wanted to cheer me up after all. I picked up the doll and looked at it closely. Sure, it was pretty weird at first, but it could be cutest if I looked at it from a certain angle. I gave him a small smile. Thanks.
You're welcome. It's good to see you smiling, even though the thing I made still kind of creeps me out. Anyway, you should come with me to the dining room. We're almost finished with the food, and, well, I don't mean to brag, but we're pretty decent chefs.
Sounds great. Lead the way. Something smells good. My stomach rumbled in agreement. I was starving.
Oh, the girl's awake.
I'm Sam. Excuse you, I have a name, you know.
Should we really care?
Sam, I will roast that tongue for dinner if it doesn't stop flapping in that idiotic mouth of yours.
Hi, James.
Whatever.
I apologize for his attitude.
He's so my favorite. Ugh. I could do a whole video. Never mind. I apologize. Oh, that's fine.
Good. I hope you'll enjoy the meal we prepared for you.
Meal? Oh, that's right. Matthew and Damon mentioned they were making some sort of a dinner as apology. You didn't have to.
We insist. Besides, it's quite impossible to undo our cooking, even if you command us to.
Well, thank you. Matthew put down the last of the plates on the table and bowed a bit exaggeratingly to me, gesturing the table with a sweeping motion.
Ah, there we go. Dinner's all served.
I'm sorry. The boys. The table was filled with various foods, from a selection of cuisines. One portion of the table was filled elegantly with plated Asian foods, and the other portion with some yummy-looking desserts. And there was yet more and more plates that I could have possibly imagined. Whoa, that's a lot of food, and it all looks so good.
We hope you enjoy it, my sweet.
Shut up, Eric. You're gonna hear me say a lot of shut up, Eric, and shut up, Sam. I don't hate them by any means. Yeah, I don't hate them at all. That nose thing was gross, I'm sorry. Well, sweet? Me?
That's enough, Eric.
You're no fun, James.
I don't need to be fun, Eric. Miss, please follow me.
I didn't know what came over me, whether it was his politeness or maybe the power. I couldn't help myself but to take his offered arm. James seemed very kind and intelligent, but aside from that, there was something that set him apart from his brothers. Not to mention, he didn't seem to really hold much appreciation for them.
Miss, I have to ask, why do you live alone?
Oh, well, it's kind of a long story.
I'm all ears if you wish to tell.
Sure, yes, tell you everything about my life. Mika's life. Tell you everything about Mika's life. To put it briefly, I just moved here today.
That explains the luggage you brought in when you came through the front doors. By the way, we put your belongings in the room you were sleeping in. That seems to be the master bedroom, I believe.
Thanks. This house is really big. I didn't even explore the entirety of the estate when I was a child.
You lived here before?
No. Truth be told, this was my grandfather's house. I used to visit him a lot when I was younger.
May I ask why you now live in your grandfather's house?
He actually passed away yesterday. It was bequeathed to me in his will, and I was sent to live here, whether I liked it or not.
My condolences. It seems like you don't like the idea of living here.
It's not that I don't like this house, or that I don't have fond memories of being here. It's just the implications of coming to stay here in the state. It's kind of complicated to explain.
How do you feel about it?
I certainly wasn't expecting that question. But it was good in a way. It was different from what I had heard the other day at school. I appreciated the fact that he was willing to listen. I feel angry, sad, and scared, and confused. It's hard picking out the different emotions that I'm feeling right now. I just wish I was stronger.
You don't have to be strong.
What do you mean?
I understand that you're going through a difficult time, so it's okay to feel those emotions. You don't have to be strong at all.
Thank you.
Are you all right? There seems to be a small bruise on your cheek.
He caught me off guard with that comment. I thought no one would have noticed something so small as that. I'm fine. He stopped and leaned in close, a bit too close for comfort, or maybe it was just me. Inspecting my face, he was quite tall, having to bend over so much to look at me straight in the face. It was hard to look at him, especially when he was so close. After a few seconds, he straightened up and began walking again.
Well, if you're having any problems, I'm always here to listen.
God, I love you. I'm gonna do a whole video about my type in anime, and you guys are gonna understand. Well, anime and video games, and you guys are gonna understand. Whoever's subscribed to me. If you're not subscribed to me, then you're not gonna give a shit. I'm not gonna explain it right now. I can't explain it right now. It's just too much. I'm gonna have to script it. Anyway, it's really kind of you to offer that.
My pleasure. Here's your seat.
Let me get your chair for you, lovely lady.
Oh, Eric was very charming with his smile, and his smile pulled at my heart. The way he kept flirting with me definitely designated him as the charmer of the demons, yet there was a little distance in his eyes.
By the way, I apologize for my behavior earlier. Stealing your second kiss like that.
Huh? Oh, yeah. When I didn't believe they were incubi. It's fine, I guess. I mean, you were just getting up and... It's not like you were just getting up and grabbing a kiss for no reason.
I'm not as forward, unlike Sam.
Then suddenly Eric leaned in and whispered in my ear.
I won't lie, though. I enjoyed kissing you and feeling you melt in my arms.
Shut up, Eric. I can't handle the feels. I was torn between smacking him and trying to play it cool. Smack him! No. God. That's probably why I don't have a boyfriend. My reaction is automatically to be mean. You sure are quite the charmer.
Yes, I am known for that.
As much as I do appreciate the constant compliments, you don't have to keep talking to me like that.
Like what?
He batted his eyelids if he had no idea what I was talking about, and I couldn't help but laugh. Well, like you're trying to get in my pants half the time.
I can assure you, I'm just a lover of beautiful women.
Something tells me there's more to you than that. He kind of reminds me of Tamaki. Tamaki? However you guys pronounce it. For a moment, he looked away, losing a bit of a smile, but before I could question it, he turned back to me with a new teasing smile.
Did you want there to be more?
Shut up, Eric! Shut up! I didn't want to hit him, but I didn't know how to react, so I couldn't look at him. He merely chuckled in my ear again.
Sorry. You just look so cute when you're blushing.
I felt my face heat up simply from his words, and then I felt Eric take my hand and kiss it gently.
I hope you'll enjoy dinner, however, my dear.
I drew my attention back to the dishes. I was both intrigued and slightly scared at the amount of food that they had made. Seeing my expression, Eric leaned forward and proudly smiled, gesturing to all the dishes with a dramatic sweep of his arms.
I made almost all of the dishes myself.
Such a liar. Humorously enough, Matthew looked at him with a shocked expression, as if he was betrayed. His face changed instantly with that of a frown.
And I'm the Queen of the Nile.
What's that supposed to mean?
Me, you, and James did the work together, dummy.
It's you, James, and I, Matthew.
Little boys will always make mistakes.
Matthew looked at James in disbelief, probably for siding with Eric. And he annoyedly swiveled back to Eric to confront him.
I'm not a little boy. I'm barely a year younger than you.
Well, you certainly don't act like it.
I really couldn't help but laugh. Matthew seems like he was so much like a kid. He was adorable. However, I couldn't help but feel like he was much more mature than the others, especially Eric.
Huh? Is something funny?
No, nothing at all. Thank you for the meal, all of you.
Oh. You're welcome, miss.
Such a well-mannered young lady. Beautiful inside and out.
Eric, knock it off!
In agreement with Matthew, Sam cocked his head up and glared at Eric.
Seriously, you're getting really annoying with that suck-up act.
It was obvious that Sam was the bad boy of the group. He had his He had his big, tough act, and it was obvious that he was physically stronger than the rest of the guys. But was there more to him than that?
I'm just trying to be a gentleman. The young girl has already gone through so much. She deserves a good treatment.
There's a difference between being a gentleman and being an obnoxious flirt.
Schooled even by James. You're gonna need some cold water for that burn.
Bird!
By the way, I don't believe we caught your name even though you know each of us.
I'm Mika.
It's a pleasure to finally know your name.
Yeah, that's a nice name.
They were all comfortable around me, despite the awkward situation we were in. It was as if it were natural to be around humans. I guess that's kind of how incubi worked. But I was still curious about one thing. Excuse me. At once, they looked at me. I didn't know why, but having them all look at me made me feel kind of important, like clean or something.
What is it, miss?
I wanted to thank you for the food, but I still want to know why you came here. I feel like I don't quite understand. Yeah. I'm being told that a bunch of incubi are at your house is perfectly understandable.
How do we explain?
We were attacked. We came here to heal. What's so difficult to understand?
Shut up, Sam.
Now you're just being rude, Sam.
I'm just saying. How is that difficult to understand?
What specifically happened?
Well, You see, we've been traveling around for quite some time now. Just recently we came into town, but we were jumped by this band of misfits. So, in order to escape and heal, we came here for shelter. Again, we apologize for the mess we made.
Fine, I guess. So you're better now, right?
Yup, all thanks to you.
You see, beautiful, we feed on sexual energy. But we don't just get it from kissing lovely ladies such as yourself. We can simply touch someone's hand to obtain sexual energy. Everyone carries sexual energy, you know.
Sexual energy. That sounds so creepy. I get the point, though. It sounds so sexual energy. I was so shocked by their powers. It wasn't just the kisses gave them powers. Anything could go why I was out for a while. Think about it, Tracy. At the same time, I feel like your warning sounds off in my head.
Is there anything else you wish to know?
Well, what do you plan to do now?
Yeah, what are we gonna do now, James?
That is a very good question. We just got here and surely we'll be hunted again if we leave.
We can take him easily.
Not without more training, Sam. The result of that was clearly evident in our last encounter with them.
At that moment, I didn't know what you were thinking, but suddenly I felt sorry for them. They couldn't possibly survive out there. They didn't know it was illegal to break into people's homes. They probably didn't know a bunch of other stuff. They would probably cause chaos all over town. Or on the flip side, they would be taking out questioning the product, lab problems, research. And that was even worse. Well, they reminded me of back then. I think Damien is like totally listening to her. He like keeps changing his facial expression. Everyone else is just like the same. Damien's like, and it's like, dude, stop listening into my voice in my head. Stop. I know it's not easy, but there has to be some way that you can like ignore that. I was standing alone. The entire classroom was filled with laughter and chatter, but as I stood in the midst of quiet and I stood in the midst of it, quiet and alone. It seemed strange that the whole world passed in front of me with such vibrancy as I stood there. On the plus side, I wasn't engaged by any of the drama that might have arose, like scribbling on some paper for revenge or kicking someone too hard. It was kind of nice standing back and watching things pass and life go on. I had long before convinced myself that I preferred being alone. Often I said to myself in encouragement, yeah, I want to be alone. There's no one I like better than me, so I ought to spend more time with myself. But there was a certain bitterness that compelled, that coupled with being alone, making me feel so sad. It was the difference between being alone and lonely. I just didn't realize that at the moment. Even after that moment, my father, my mother, there was no one to turn to. I was so lonely. I'm actually going to stop it right here because I think I've been going on for a long time, but this episode's going to be like very long. So I'm going to leave it here. Go to the next. I'm posting these all at once. So there's no concern about waiting episodes. They're all going to be there on the playlist by the time I make them public. So I will see you on the next episode. Okay? Bye.